So, what do you do when you have holy moly to pimple, y'all? So, if you've been following me long enough, you know that I fairly have good condition of skin, but I do tend time to time to have my little breakups, especially because I have hormonal acne. So I'm just going to show you really quick how I get into my little skincare regimen at night and what I do to treat this little critter. Okay, so first of all, I spray my face with my usual facial mist. You can use whichever one that you feel like using, whichever one is your fave. Okay, so now that I got a little bit of hydration on my face, I'm going to go ahead and use an acne toner because again, we are nursing this little affected area over here. So this is the Dr. C Tuna Acne Pore Purifying Toner, and this is from Pharmacy. And you just pretty much get a cotton ball or a cotton round, whatever you feel comfortable with, and you're gonna go ahead and just put this in the areas where you have most trouble. I tend to put it pretty much in my T-zone, which is my forehead, my nose, and of course wherever I'm having a breakout is where I put this product. And remember that salicylic acid is perfect for clearing your pores. So if you are prone to getting a bunch of blackheads in your nose or getting anything, clogged pores, salicylic acid is definitely going to take care of that. So the next product that I like to use is actually an acne serum, and this is from the same line from Pharmacy. This is the Dr. C Tuna Acne Blemish Control Serum. Now I absolutely love this, and this is pretty much what I do when I have a little pimple going on. So this is pretty much a dropper, as you can see, and you're just gonna put on, and when I tell you that a little tiny bit, goes a super long way. I get a little dot and I just put it on the affected areas right here. Sometimes again I will put it on the tip of my nose, or I'll put it basically in my T-zone, again the same areas where you would have a problem, and I'm just really lightly putting it in and just dabbing it in there. Yes. I remember when you're dealing with more than one product that is for acne and it has salicylic acid in it, you just want to keep an eye on it and just monitor your skin, because for a lot of people it dries your skin out. This product tends to work pretty well on me, this little duo that I got going on so far. I don't really get too much drying. Once in the blue it'll look a little dry and flaky, and then that's how I know that I'm putting just a little too much product, or I just gotta lay off of a product. So I'll tend to maybe use a little bit less. So for example, if you're using it every day and you start seeing some dryness or flakiness, you're probably gonna want to put it every other day or every 2 days. You're gonna go ahead and experiment and see how it works out for your skin. My next product is actually the first product that I started using when I started having my acne problem, and it's actually Curology. So I'm sure that a lot of you have heard of this product. It really did work a lot for me. I really had some bad hormonal acne going on my chin, and it took, I'm gonna say, maybe about 4 or 5 months until I really started to see a difference in my skin. And that's the key, is really just to be, number one, consistent, and number two, patient. So I go ahead and I go in my Curology. I don't use it as often anymore, again because I have my skin pretty much under control. When I'm joining in also the Dr. C Tuna products, so I don't really need to put as much. But when I see a problem happening, or I'm feeling that something's being created under my skin, I tend to whip out the Curology and I start putting it. So this is my next product. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just liberally put it on the areas. I actually put it up here on my nose as well. And you really don't need to be so violent putting this in your skin. Just generally putting it where you need it. And then my last step of sealing the deal with this acne and treating it is I like to put at nighttime a spot patch. So this spot patch is actually from Curology, and if you haven't seen what they look like, or you're not familiar with spot patches, these are basically little stickers you stick on your pimple, and they're medicated. So you have your pimple medication You have your treatment on this little stick here, and you put it right wherever your problem is. You leave it on overnight. I tend to actually wear it during the day as well. Like today, I actually did have one on. I just put my makeup, you know, just sparingly avoided this area and just put it on. And yeah, it does the trick. You have to be on top of it. Like I said, it's not going to be something overnight, but you do see less swelling and less redness. And once you keep up on it, it will eventually start drying out the pimple until it shrinks. So definitely a staple, and you will find really affordable ones. If you don't find them from Curology, they have them at Sephora. You can even find some really good ones on Amazon. If you want to put on your serum before your acne treatment, you definitely can. I always tend to put my serum before. I also like to put another toner beforehand too. This is completely up to you. You can make this choice. I just like to add these products, but I also know how my skin reacts. So if you feel like less is more, you know, more than enough for you, a lot of times that is the case. One of my favorite toners is from, again, Dr. C Toner, and this is the Age Reverus Beauty Tonic. I also like this one from Neogen. I did show this in an older video. Love these two toners, and I like to go between them depending on how much moisture I am needing on my skin that day. And of course, don't forget your eye cream and your final moisturizer. And there you have it. This is my nightly routine when I am dealing with pimples. So I hope that you learned something from it. And that's about it. Hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys very soon. Adios.